What are angel investors?
Well, it's a fairly loose term, but angel investors are individuals with capital to invest in new projects who are prepared to receive approaches with specific business plans and consider investment, be it on a number of different financial bases.
What is the Registered Angel Network and why is the accreditation important?
Well, it is very important because there are lots of people around who say they have funds to invest and say that they're serious about it, but you really need to be dealing with investors that you know have been certified and therefore do have the funds, do have the track record and have signed up to behaving professionally and responsibly. You spend a lot of time pitching to investors, and I've worked with clients who have spent a lot of time putting a plan together, answering questions, changing the plan, making sure the investor's thoroughly happy, and then the investors pulled out and really sometimes pulled out with very little credit. And I think it's important to know that when you're putting in that type of effort, you're working with people who warrant that effort.
So there is actually a registered network that you can go to find a business angel?
There are registered networks of business angels, and it's important to be thinking in those terms, definitely.
How important is it to effectively match the angel investor or the business angel to the specific project?
Well, this is really, really very key. If we're doing a product for example, parent, child and play, if we're dealing with a parent, and particularly with a parent who has experienced a need for that type of product, so maybe a guy who's had daughters, taken them to ballet and realises there's an option there for a new ballet product, for example, he's the ideal guy to ask for investment. So we're always very clearly trying to manage the types of proposition we have for investment through to individuals who have experienced that market niche.
What do business angels typically look for in a project?
Well, business angels are typically looking to make money. They want to profit, but they're often driven by other requirements as well. They want to have a bit of fun. They want to be involved in maybe a new exciting product. They want to use the expertise and the skills that they've built up over the years for the benefit of themselves and people that they're working with. So we're looking really to manage and bring together this requirement, obviously to make money on the investment funds, but also to keep them interested, to excite them about the product, and to give them some additional fulfillment by bringing extra expertise and skills to bear and increasing the chance for success of the product.
If a business angel isn't appropriate, what other funding options are there open to clients?
Well, there are a lot of funding options available, and you're typically looking on a scale from small early stage investment, which will be friends and family, and these are really the easiest people to raise money from because by definition friends and family are on your side, they're sympathetic to your point of view, and they'll probably always give you funds on the best terms. Then you're looking at angel investors for sort of medium stage funding, and then very occasionally we might look at propositions that need to go up to venture capital, but that tends to be mainly outside of the remit of the work that we do. On top of that, though, there are all sorts of government funding and other soft funding options available where you really need to be working with a consultant in your local market and finding out what options there are. In the UK, we're looking at things like the Small Firm Loan Guarantee Scheme, which is administered by the banks and the banking networks, but really is backed by the UK government, and it's a vehicle by which you can obtain funds to develop your business and grow it, and that's really worth a very close look at for clients operating in the UK.